I've pretty much reached the maximum of where I'm going to be able to settle comfortably without them actually being pointless cities now. So what I'm going to do is I'm switching my output. My faith is amazing, but my faith can be used to get more shrines and temples. I can buy those and they all get me extra stuff. So I'm just going to like shove things into there quickly and just go through my cities and just double check if I got any girders, have I got anything that can be used to boost my faith. So like basically faith buying faith. And the reason why this is really good is the higher my faith goes, the higher my science, culture, and gold goes, because I've got chorus still. So 20% of my faith gets converted into all of those things. So it's awesome. I'm also starting to build ski resorts now because, you know, I'm Ursa and I like to ski. The other thing I can keep an eye out for actually is national parks, which down on these frozen continents, I should be able to build quite a few of them if I just sort of keep my eyes peeled. So yeah, naturalists, going to be quite handy here. Workshops provide culture. This is going to give me such a small boost, but it does give me steel, which is really cool. Well, I've managed to pick up Francis Drake, who pops himself into a privateer, but just putting him right into the middle of all of France's cities, bam! Hooray! France now follows my religion. My first national park. First of many, I hope. The first of many. Boosts radio for me. Should get a little bit of aluminium. Oh no, I've only got one source of aluminium in my entire empire. Never mind. But that's good. Seaside resorts are now a thing. Ski resorts everywhere around my main cities. This is going to give me such a boost to amenities. It's going to be lovely. Actually, one thing I'm going to switch in though is symphonies. 4 musician points per turn and then 4 for every broadcast centre. So it's only giving me 4 at the moment, but now I can start purchasing these things in, and this is going to be lovely for me. You can see at the moment I'm getting 13 per turn, but now I'm getting 21 musician points per turn, and that's only going to get bigger with time. The seaside resort as well. My tourism's now up to the giddy heights. The giddy heights, 407, which is kind of enough, seeing as the highest culture somebody's got is 127. I mean, honestly, guys, come on, sort it out. What is your problem, and why are you being so rubbish? Oh, Scythia finally wants to be an ally. That took absolutely forever to get them to do that, but never mind. Oh, Joan of Arc. Okay, that's 1 encampment that's giving me 13 points there. Good old capital. That's doing great, and I can immediately burn her into a relic. Now, according to my calculations, there should be a bunch of parks that I can put down here. Assuming that actually, yeah, no, that's not quite right. Need to put that into there, and here we go. Caspluche, there's another park, and I believe there's one that can be built in this area as well. So if I just quickly buy that tile, and then I go to this city and buy that tile, and then go to this city and buy this tile. Perfect. Then I can just force all of these into the same city and go Caspluche, like that. 3 national parks adjacent down here, as well as 1 that I'm building up in this place, which lets me do that. There we go, look at that. It's all good. So this is the 6th envoy with Yaravan, so hopefully I'll get a little bit of a faith boost from this once it all goes through. It was a 999. Let me just quickly reset that. 1046 that I'm getting at the moment. That's awesome. Perfect. So that's 50 faith, just the girders, and another one there as well. National parks are everywhere and they are joyous. Here's a valid question. Where the hell is Vatican City if it's not me? Oh, it's in this car crash over here. Oh, actually, no, I've got coastal cities now, so I can get to it really quickly. Except I can't because, of course, she kind of... Okay, no, it's fine. If I teleport using a barb, I can get back and then transport her to Philadelphia and go from there. Cool. Let's get Vatican on side now. Cristo Redentor. Now, this thing is amazing. Not only does it have 100% tourism from seaside resorts across my civilization, I've only got like 2, but it also gives relic and holy city output not diminished by enlightenment. I get a lot of my tourism from religion, like a lot of it. So I'm hoping this should be, yeah, look at that, cultural victory in 22 turns. This is where it starts to go a bit mad. And don't worry, it's about to get madder because I'm just about to get social media and also just about to get computers. Well, I just realized how many amenities are being given because I've got national parks over here. That is the one side of that sort of tourism output that I always forget about, but it's always just so good. Nice. Okay. I think I can probably create another one. Surely I can create another one if I'm clever enough here. Kind of, it's all just like one tile too far away, unfortunately. But surely, don't call me surely. I think this ring here, actually, if I do that, I'm gonna have to get rid of this knight of mine. If I do that quickly, already that's looking better. I'll put a couple of farms in. Not farms. Ugh, the opposite of farms. Wood farms. Tree farms. Forests, that's what they call them. I should be fine. Social media. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be quite fun. I'm gonna get rid of public works for online communities, which gives me 50% tourism output to all civilizations I have a trade route to, which is all of them, because I'm great. I'm wonderful. And I'm also going to go, symphonies are good, but let's actually take advantage of what we've got. I'll put heritage tourism in, so get 36 more tourism there, and we're going to get collective activism, because it's worth 835 culture. Yes, you heard me. That's pretty insane, isn't it? Kasploosh, 2000 culture by turn 160. I mean, the thing about this playthrough that I've just been amazed with is it's been totally peaceful. Like, I haven't gone to war with anybody, and I'm still producing these insane yields. It's been brilliant. I've loved it. Also getting Puppeteer from Amani, so that never ever will Anshan ever betray me again with 18 envoys. Yeah, and here it is. One more national park, but the thing is, it's right next to my capital. It's the closest 4 cities, and my capital is. So it's like, ka-dum-pa-dum-pa-dum, we'll get that work out, and it'll be on far more than 7 amenities. The discovery of computers means that Ursa Ryan is absolutely having a laugh. This is brilliant. Come on, Rome friends. Yes, they still don't think I'm going to win. Sometimes, like, when you're right close to winning, they just refuse to give you friendship. But here we go, 12 turns now. Oh, yes. 1,300 tourism to Christina, and to Catherine, and to Saladin, and to Myris, and to Trajan, and to Dido, and to... Actually, Dido has a little bit less. Oh, I don't have open borders with her. Oh, of course I don't, because she hates my guts. Yeah, fair play. Well, I better pick up environmentalism just to be safe. What am I doing on tech, by the way? Oh, I am leading by 7 techs. Again, not a single campus. Fun! 20 population capital. Very nice. The nice thing about this game as well is there have been no spies. I haven't lost anything to it. And it just puts you at ease, you know? You can actually enjoy the game. It's amazing. I've truly gone now back to, like, faith and just using my faith to get things like Girdwares and temples and shrines while I can. Like, oh, it's just nice to just watch your faith turning into more faith. I know at this point it doesn't really make much sense for me to do it. Like, it's what do you call it? Like a diminishing return. But I enjoy it nonetheless. Satisfaction just watching all these buildings get put down, like one after another. It's even better, to be fair, if you had Feed the World. Like, I like work ethic. The work ethic is played really, really well on this particular playthrough, but I do miss Feed the World. It's just, there's a certain charm to it that it just watching all your cities explode into population, like, over and over again. Environmentalism pushes my tourism now to 981. And we're really, really going crazy. Who is actually the culture leader for us? 128 is Dido. And annoyingly, she's the one that I don't have an alliance with. Of all of the computers, she's playing this the best, by far. She knows what she's doing. Portraits and religious art. I haven't really bothered theming this too much because I haven't really had a need to. But, I mean, Rublev is in a couple of places, actually. Oh, he's everywhere. Fine. Doesn't really matter. I'll just pop it down wherever I can. It's the Potato Palace, which is amazing because I've just got an amazing diplomacy civic. I was building this. I missed the diplomatic policy slot. I actually get a victory point as well, which is unexpected. Look at all the ski resorts around it as well. It's beautiful. 1, 2, 3. All going up. Why are they all skiing in such close proximity? Nobody knows. Anyway, globalization. Here we go. Another 300 science. Just because I can, really. 960 science now. Ah, yes. Here we go. Vatican's got 4 envoys, but not for long. Just wait until that 6th goes in. The Telltale Heart. Helga Allen Poe. Nice. In fact, I can just immediately buy him the next one as well. With faith. Wow, I've got a huge faith income. That is insane. 1,300 per turn right now. That's awesome. And now I can get some more suzerains as well. We'll get Singapore because my production to each foreign civilization, yeah, next 2 extra for every trader. That's going to be huge for my capital. What else could I do that would be quite fun? Lahore is quite interesting. And Akkad. Let's get those 2. So that's 3 city-states. So, kaboom, 2,400 culture now. Oh, yes. And I'm just avoiding getting steel. I know steel's really good, but I don't want walls because I'm still building walls because walls give me tourism. Always a good strategy if you're playing a tourist game. Just avoid getting steel for as long as you can. Oh, global warming mitigation. Here we go. That's always fun. This is what I was saying. 1,367. Is that going to recalculate for me? If I just do this and go, boom. Oh, it was worth like 90 faith per turn. That's awesome. Plus 20% faith in the city. I always forget that this wonder does that. Before warrior monks are kind of more annoying than they are anything else. But 20% extra faith in the city is genuinely quite useful. I probably should use that a bit more than I end up doing. Right, now that I've got global warming initiative, I'm going to get myself the carbon recapture project going in my capital. I think it's quite handy, really. And I'm just going to spend a bit of gold getting some traders in just to boost my production in my capital because 190 isn't enough, really. When you think about it, it's just kind of insulting. Okay, next writer in, Jane Austen this time. Lovely stuff. And after that, it's Pushkin. I think this should be me. Oh, sorry, Sweden. Our alliance expired and I barely noticed because you're insignificant to me. Just stop shouting at me. I'm trying to tell the audience something. Thank you. I'm just about to get a cultural victory. I mean, this was racing through so quickly. Turn 169 culture victory. All 170 depending on where the clock falls for you. I don't really care. Whatever it is. I don't even care that the Statue of Liberty is being built. It's negligible for me. In fact, actually, I think I got the Mahabodhi Temple and the Potato Palace and the Statue of Liberty this game. So I think I got all 7 bonus diplomacy points. I think. We'll have a little check. I love the little fireworks that happen with the Statue of Liberty. It's really, really cool. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, look, Culture Victory 1. 12 points, 8 from Wonders, Text and Civics. Yes, so I did, because I've only got the culture point. I haven't got the rocketry point yet. That's nuts. God, this would have been like an easy diplomacy game. Just I've had such stuff. And, oh, monumentality has finally disappeared. Well, a Heartbeat of Steam is pointless because I've got no campuses. Reform the coinage will get me a lot more gold. Hixonk de Cronus helps me to settle, but honestly, I've settled so much, I would go reform the coinage and just watch the money fly. Let's see if it actually makes too much of a difference. Oh yeah, actually added about 200 gold. Fair. Oh, this is my favourite thing to do. Again, just an admiral popping along, one movement, right in the middle of all of their cities, and just bam. I think I just decimated Islam in about 4 cities in one go. It's just so petty and I love it. And to the victory screen. What a game. What a game. That was just the most fun I've had in some time. What a modded civ. If you do play on Steam and you fancy a bit of a laugh, this is an amazing mod to play. Especially if you don't really get into the religion game too much, because religion's a fantastic thing in Civ 6 that people massively underuse, and especially if you're playing a nice chill game. You saw how crazy my faith made the rest of my empire. My culture and my science and my gold and everything that sort of went from that was just based on work ethic, effectively. It was amazing fun. Here we go. 5th, Nelson Mandela. We've got the graphs. Oh my goodness. Look, I mean, look how crazy that was. Cities captured. Not a single one, I believe. No, I'm just not even on this graph. I don't even exist on it. Cities founded, on the other hand, that's above 33, 34 cities. I mean, that's pretty insane. My culture, I was winning the culture game from turn 70, which is just crazy, crazy. Faith just is even before that turn. Oh, I actually was winning by turn like 35, but it's turn 50. I really took the lead into that one. Look how much higher my faith was compared to everybody else. Science, 2/3 of the way through the game, pretty respectable. My score, I mean, I was clearly winning from, I mean, considering the Deity AI starts so heavily on that. What a start. Oh, that's just brilliant. What about wonders? Yeah, loads of wonders. Actually, I built a really early couple of wonders. Rome getting Stonehenge. No, they didn't get Stonehenge. They got Great Bath, didn't they? And then religions founded. Very good. Very good. We got the first one. Thank goodness. Oh, it always makes such a difference. Such a difference. Should we have a look at the world map? Let's just slow this nice and down, and you can see just for fun. So I'm going to turn 2 settle, and we settle really quickly actually. We watch as the Deity AI does their thing. Rome is already doing its thing. Carthage is kind of there. Actually, how long was it until we did our... Oh, there we go, turn 27 is our first settle. That's really cool, but then it starts to go crazy. I think we settled 2 on the same turn in a second. So 5 cities for Carthage already. 3... No, okay, there was a bit more of a delay than I remember. There's the 4th city. So already I'm caught up with a bunch of the Deity AIs. 5th, I've caught up with Dido. Temple of Artemis, that made that city really, really cool. 6th city, and this is where I start drifting. 7, 8. So I've already taken the city lead at this point. Although Scythia is doing pretty well. Now I start to settle up there, down there. Monumentality really beginning to shine now. I've got a proper north to south empire. This whole stretch. Imagine if Rome and France got hold of this bottom continent. Could you imagine? You can see very little happens with the AI this game. They kind of just find their islands and they stick to them. They don't even really settle that much. Like I'm settling over here now. I'm going to all the little islands I can. And actually you can see the size of my empire compared to everybody else's. This is why I was so far ahead. Carthage has settled a little bit. Look, and actually Scythia have settled up to the north there. So that's something. Oh, Dido catching people. Oh, they took Mecca, but then they lost it again. So that's a bit boring. Dido had settled on this little continent. I think Scythia probably did the best out of all the AI. Macedon and Saladin had terribly disappointing games. Especially because, like, landmass wise, you can see all of this landmass. Actually, France probably screwed up on most here, and Rome did, and Dido with all this space down there, and Arabia and Alex could settle here. They just kind of lost out to me and my glorious settling. I really did just sort of settle everywhere. And you can see actually once the turn rolls over, we'll just have a quick look. Like I'm starting to get carbon recapture projects now, which means I would have won a diplomacy victory, as well as now pushing the world into negative temperature change. So I already was going to start winning that one. But if we have a look at the culture, you can see already I'm 14, I'm like 10% over where I need to be, just off one turn. So my tourism was just going nuts. It was going through the roof. Science-wise, 53 techs versus 43. I had a 10 tech lead. Diplomacy, I had 12 versus 3. Nobody took any capitals. Religion, I'd converted, accidentally Rome and France to my religion just by messing around effectively, which was good fun. Oh, I could have easily got a religious victory. Any game, right, this thing about religion, if Yerevan spawns in the game, you've won. There's no... It's just not even any point. Anyway, I'll let you get back to your evenings, and I'm going to get to the next game. Well, I will see you soon. Goodbye. Look at all of my great works. My great works are so great. So many of them. Oh my goodness, sorry, I've got to just show you this. Like, if you have a look at the great people that I produced, it's basically just like writer, artist, musician, artist, writer. Imagine, I know I went void singers, but imagine if I had ley lines that game. 37 great people. So the ley lines would have 37 yield on them. Yeah. Bye-bye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Midnight Oil, Trafford Askby, Paul Coffey, Senjik, and Kroger Brand Trail Mix for all of your support on Patreon. Thank you very much.